Well, Michael, we'll start with the contract extension. Congratulations. How pleased are you to get that over the line?
I'm delighted. It's something that I really, really appreciate. I've said all along, from the start, I'm enjoying my time here. I believe in the way that the club want to go. I know there's been a few challenges over the past years, but I firmly believe that we're getting on the right path. Speaking to Clem, Anthony's come in now in his new role, and I really think, the club is going in the right direction. And for me, and Wayne, obviously, it's good news, and I'm really, really pleased that the club have decided to offer us a new deal and extend our stay.
Once again, congratulations. But back to the football fixtures and a switching competition with the FA Cup on Saturday. What's the environment been like this week?
It's been good. They're a good group. They've worked hard all week, and for me, the FA Cup has still got that bit of magic. It's a competition I love. I loved watching it when I was a kid, and these players will be reminded of how important it is, not only to the club and the fans, in terms of the income it can bring in. It can change the fortune of a club. The publicity all around. Well, when we was with Newport, it's all around the world. So it can have a massive impact, and it can also really kickstart their careers, because if you get the third or fourth rounds and you're playing against Premier League opposition and you have good games, then a lot of teams start taking notice for those players who do that. But obviously we've got to get there first, and we've got a difficult game against Aldershot, who are coming in good form, and they've brought big numbers, I think over 1,200, so they're going to be well supported. And I'm looking forward to it. It's 3 o'clock on a Saturday, proper FA Cup time, I would say. I know it's normal time of kickoffs, but I can't wait to be there.
You mentioned obviously your history with the FA Cup, obviously with Newport and things like that. So how much will that prepare you for this weekend's game?
It won't prepare me any more than usual, other than I know the pitfalls of what can happen when you're playing against teams below you. We've knocked out some big teams in the competition over the years, the likes of Middlesbrough, Leeds, Leicester, drawing with Spurs, played Man City, of course, and others along the way. But I know the pitfalls that if you underestimate the opposition, and 4 or 5 of you have an off day and all of theirs have good days, then there is going to be an upset. And the FA Cup that's why it's magical, because on any given day there can be surprise results. You look over the past years when Bradford beat Chelsea, things like that. The run Stevenage had a few years ago. There's some real. Grimsby last year was a magical FA Cup run. So it can be done, and hopefully we can get into the next round come 5 o'clock Saturday.
Of course, with it being the Cup, do you see this as an opportunity for players to come in and show why they should be in contention for the league, or are you going to be solely focused on getting to the next round regardless?
I'm going to pick the strongest team I've got at my disposal to try and win the game. I won't be playing anybody that just for the sake of giving them minutes. I'm picking the team, my strongest team available, or what I think is my strongest team available. 1, because I got full respect for Aldershot. 2, I haven't got a lot to choose from at the moment. And 3, I want to be in the second round of the Cup.
Of course, with that in mind, how are the players feeling in terms of injury and recovery?
They're all right. They're moving on. We've had a bit of bad luck with the injuries at the minute. Some really innocuous injuries, and no real time frames on them, because it's just basically symptom based how we treat them. And so it's a bit frustrating. It's never going to be an easy ride or a dull moment here. I think the fans know that, and I'm getting to know it. So it's good. It's challenging, but I'm loving my time here, and getting to hear the supporters tomorrow afternoon for my first FA Cup game in charge of Swindon will be a special moment.
Just finally, a bit off topic, but international duty news, and Ty and Sad's called up for the upcoming fixtures. How pleasing is that for them?
It's pleasing for them, but not so much for me. In terms of me being selfish, we're going to miss them for the Harrogate game. I'm very, very proud of them. Any of the players who get to represent their country is a special moment, and one I'll fully support them on. But it's not coming an ideal time for us as a squad. So it's a bit of a bittersweet moment.
I suppose just on that, how important is it to, you know the players that come in, step up and live to the occasion on that point?
They've got to step up. Players now have got to start stepping up who come in, because this is not me threatening the things like that. January is coming, and if I think that these players can't do a job, I will be bringing in other players and shipping out some players. It's the way football works. Is no different to any other team in all the leagues. They'll be doing the same. They'll be looking to strengthen and offloading ones that are not in their plans, and I think we'll be doing that as well.